What's up, losers? Sep here. Today I'm gonna show you guys how to make a creeper farm. Let's get to it. Alright, so this creeper farm is actually pretty efficient. I actually love this creeper farm. This is sort of my own design. So this part was actually I saw from another YouTuber, and this is a pretty common concept. But I actually haven't seen a 1.16 version of it, so I actually adapted it for 1.16, and also made it more efficient by adding these like little trapdoors, and I just add like little knickknacks to make it a lot better. So I mean, yeah, I guess this technically is my own design, which is, I think it's pretty nice. I do like to make my own farms, but I understand that this video is really long, so you might get lost along the way, and I understand that I might have not made the best video. So if you guys do have any questions, join the Discord. I'll put the link in the description. This I'm like for the creeper farm especially, I'm definitely telling you guys, make sure you join the Discord. It's super important that you guys build this correctly and you guys don't mess anything up. And that's just where I can answer questions. Like I can't answer comments all the time. It's so hard to answer every single one of the comments, and then I don't see any, like I can't help you because I don't see anything. So join the Discord. I can definitely help you there. It's so easy to help you guys if you want. So yeah, make sure you join the Discord, and let's get on with the build. Alright, to start, you're going to need to go up a decent amount. So I would recommend going to Y level 190, around there. So just build a tower all the way up to Y level 190. And also, I would recommend building it over an ocean, because that would also double as a fish, squid, and like bone farm if you really want that to be extra. This farm is kind of crazy. It's just a creeper farm, but I mean, you also get the added stuff, next to it. So build it up so that no mobs spawn below, so it's only creepers. So yeah, like level 190 is good, level 200. So right there, boom. Okay, so this is like what 189, not that big of a deal. So first thing is we're gonna start with a trident killer. So I'm gonna pick this to be where my chest is. So this is where all your like gunpowder will go, and then you're gonna put two hoppers going into it. So just like this, and then you're gonna put two more leading into those. And then for the actual trident killer, you're gonna need to have a little minecart thing. So go like this all the way around, and then actually place one more chest, and then I'm gonna have to get stairs. I'll place those after. So yeah, you're just gonna grab these. So you're gonna grab just normal rails. You don't need no special rails, and you're gonna need hopper minecarts. Now the hopper minecarts are important because they pick up blocks through actual like they pick up blocks through, you know what I mean. They pick them up through blocks, so you can have them under. So what you're gonna do is make sure you listen to this exactly. So go up one more like this, and once you place the stairs here, then you're good because you can still open the chest. So go up too high, and then place one here, diagonally. Doesn't really matter which direction. Like this, like that. Place one here, break, one there, break. Then place one rail right there, place a hopper mark right there, and like that. And that's pretty much your whole thing. And then you're gonna place a like 4 pieces of glass. It could be leaves. It has to be non-spawnable, so that no mobs spawn down here. And then go up. Yeah. So you're gonna go up one like this, and that's gonna be where your actual like glass is if you want to see it. But other than that, we're gonna have to place our observers now. So place a couple of observers like this, with the eyes facing out towards that way, just like that. And then grab your normal pistons and place them like this. Now what this is going to do is it's going to allow you to like make the trident killer, and it's going to make an infinite loop. So if I were to place the redstone torches on each of the pistons like this, facing towards the observer, you'll see that it makes an infinite loop, and that's going to push the trident. So just place a lever just to stop it. Actually, I'm going to place it on this side so that's on the same side as my chest, and then I'll make like a little landing platform like this. And I mean, other than that, the whole trident killer is pretty much done. All you have to do is just raise it up. So I'm gonna use glass, and the reason I think glass is very nice is because you can see if there's any creepers in here. So I would recommend using glass and go up too high like this. You can use solid blocks. I guess it doesn't really matter. And I mean, yeah, I guess it doesn't really matter. And add a trap door here if you want to get your trident in. But I'm only gonna place the trident in once. But if you're playing multiplayer with like your friends, I would recommend making the trap door thing so that your friends can also use the trident killer. But yeah, other than that, go up too high with whatever blocks you want, and then place one more. Like this one has to be a solid block, and we're gonna start the water system. So to start the water system, it's pretty simple. Just go out 8 blocks from this direction. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, like that, and then come all the way across. So this should be 8 blocks. That's 4. That's 4, and then same thing on the other side. So that's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now this is going to be the water stream that'll lead, the creepers in there. And then you're going to have to make a wall like this. Now this stream is actually pretty important because this is what's going to control the creepers going in. So make a wall around on this side and on that side. Alright, now once you have this wall, we're actually going to bring it up just one more because of the fact that we have to make one more water stream because of how big the actual farm is itself. So bring it up one more, and then start going these walls, and bring these walls out 7. So go and you can miss this block now. This block doesn't matter. So just go 7 this way, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, like this. and do this on every single side. So over here, over there, and over here. Alright, so I have all of them done, each of them, like the little parts, and I'm trying to do this better than how I usually do it, where I kind of just make it. I'm trying to think about how you guys are doing in survival, so I'm trying to make it where there's like no like really hard parts. So once you do that, you're going to place a block here and then go up one, and then you're going to bring it all the way across. So this also should be 7, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There we go. And then make like a little wall here that'll just close it off like this, and that should be good for the water stream part, the middle water stream at least. So do that, and then come to the other side and do the same exact thing. So it's pretty simple. You just go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and it should match up with the end of this wall. So it should look something like this, and then come over here, same thing, just cap it off. And I mean, other than that, you have your 2 little middle parts done, and you could place the water in right now if you want, but the only problem is fish start to spawn, so I'm just going to wait till the end to do that. But I mean, now let's get on to the actual big water platforms. Alright, for the big water platforms, what you're going to have to do is go out 8 blocks from right here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now this one, actually, you can skip these blocks because, I mean, it's going to be up. But, I mean, actually, just do it. It's easier. So go 8 like this, and then you're going to have to actually go all the way around like this. So come here, and then this is the same thing. So from this block, from this like strip, it's going to be 8 blocks. So that's 1, that's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Like this. Wait, I actually think I miscounted. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and I miscounted on that side. Alright, so I fixed my mistake. That was my bad. I miscounted. That was accidentally 9. But make sure it's 8 blocks. And what you're going to do now is go up 1 more block like this and bring it 3 blocks like this. So that should be 3, and then go all the way across and do this to the same thing on the other side, and you have to fill it in. So I mean, I guess I'll show you guys me doing this side real quick. So this should be 3, like you know, you guys see like 3 up, and this is just gonna make it just because you do need a little bit of extra length, because like I said before, how big this creeper farm actually is. So you're gonna need the extra little length like this. And then once you do that, we're going to actually end up making the wall. So you have to fill this in too, but I'll fill that in after, like when I cut it. Just make a wall that goes around the sides like this. So you know it's the correct side because this should be completely flush. So it should look something like that. So come over here, and this corner, make sure you actually place a block here. So if you look at it like this, you should see that this corner is filled in, and that'll make it so that the creepers can't come over here and jump over it. But yeah, once you do that, come over here, and then like this. And go all the way across. So this one actually has to be 3 blocks, unlike this one where you have this like 1 little extra strip. And then come over here like this, like that, and yeah, I mean, other than that, do the same thing to the other side, same exact thing, and make sure you fill it in. Alright, so you should have the whole like actual platform done. So it is pretty big, and this is just gonna collect the creepers. So this is just a creeper collection system. And once you do that, you're just gonna come to all the edges and place slabs, and make sure you don't place them the wrong. I mean, actually, there's no way you could really place them the wrong way. Just make sure you don't double slab it. Make sure it's only 1 slab. So let's hope that's all. Yep, there we go. This is just gonna make a spawn proof on the side so that no mobs camp here and decrease the mob cap. So yeah, just slab the whole thing. It's pretty simple. Do not put light like how I said on my fish farm. Make sure you slab it because you can't have the light, you know, messing with the creepers. But once you slab it, we can actually get onto the like kind of redstone part for the creepers. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna come to this little part where the trident killer is, and you're gonna pick where you want your middle to be. So because the trident killer is, you know, a 2x2, there really is no middle. So you're just gonna pick a corner. So I'm just gonna pick this corner right here. Now once you pick this corner, you're gonna have to mark it out by going just straight up, and you can just go up a couple blocks. It's not that big of a deal. I'm just gonna start knocking out these blocks, and you're gonna make sure that you're at least 3 blocks like above this part right here. So I'm gonna knock out 1, 2, 3, and this is the block that we can start working on. So you're gonna place another block here, and then let's actually start the redstone. Alright, so to start the actual redstone, you're going to make an ether clock first. So I'm just going to knock out a couple of these blocks, but make sure you keep a little bit just so that you know the middle. And then over here where we have those blocks, you're going to place a hopper like this, and then place a hopper going into it, then break this one, and then make them facing into each other. So it should look something like this. Place a redstone block on top of it like this, and then come over to the side and place a comparator going out from both directions like this, so it's completely symmetrical. Place a block like this with a piece of redstone on top. Same over here with a piece of redstone on top, and these are already spawn proof because it has redstone, so you're fine that way. And then place a sticky, or not a sticky piston, just a normal piston going into the redstone block like this, and same thing on the other side. So it should look something like that, and that's actually your whole ether clock done. So now what we're going to do is we're going to take an output from this redstone block. So looking at the center, you're going to want to face the observer so it's on the opposite side, so that it fits in that little center part, so in the 2x2. So place an observer here, so if you look, something like this. Now this doesn't really matter technically because of the fact that, I mean, you have, you know, you have room to work, but I'm trying to make it more compact. So I mean, I guess just, follow these directions. So do that like this, and then place a sticky piston that's going from like the observer like this. Place a redstone block on top, and then once you do that, we're gonna remove these blocks. So now I know this is the center, so I'm gonna place a block right there, and then make a little like platform like this. Now this part's a little bit confusing, so make sure you follow along. Once you have that, make like a little 2x2 platform, place 2 pieces of redstone, and then grab your comparators. You're gonna place one here, extend this out by one more, place one more here like this, like that, then come over here, place 2 pieces or 2 blocks, and then 2 pieces of redstone on top. So remember where the center is. I think I said it was right here, so that's the center, so I have to remember that. You have to keep that in mind. So yeah, let's continue. Alright, so now that you have this like little redstone part done, now that you have the center, I guess it doesn't really matter technically, because this platform is so big you don't really need to center it. Just make sure that the line that you're doing is, somewhere near the center. So I guess this is the center, so just keep that in mind, but we are going to do it a couple blocks away. So I think I'm going to make mine like right here. Just make it like 2 blocks away, and then this is what you have to do. Place a block here that's going out from this piece of redstone, and then you're going to grab your redstone repeaters and set it to 4 ticks like that. So it should look something like this. Then grab a block like this, and then a redstone torch on top, and you do have to spawn proof this, so I'm just going to place a button to spawn proof it. Make sure you spawn proof any blocks that you see don't have the things on top, or like don't have anything on top. So like this one is the center, we're going to remove this eventually, but anything else, all these have redstone on it, so it's not that big of a deal. But that one I'm just going to place a button just so that it doesn't mess up. And then yeah, let me show you what to do. Alright, so yeah, you have the redstone torch, then bring out a couple blocks like this, place a piece of redstone here, and then this is where it gets a little bit confusing, so try to keep this. It doesn't really matter. If you guys know redstone, then you guys can probably do this yourself, but if you don't, then make sure you follow along. Place a redstone repeater right here. Actually, I'm going to move it back one like this, so it looks something like that. And then once you do that, we can just say this is the new place where we're going to make it. So it's as you guys can see, it's a couple blocks off, but that's not that big of a deal because of how big this is. So place a block here, and then this is where our actual center tower is going to be. So place a redstone torch on top like this with one more redstone torch, or actually 4 more technically, like that, and then come over here, sticky piston here, sticky piston here, sticky piston here, just like that. So that's like a little center part, which it's gonna be pretty tall. So I'm making it 5 high. So to make it 5 high, this is exactly what you're gonna do. Make sure all your redstone looks like this, and that's pretty much your whole redstone done for this part. But now we're gonna have to go on to the actual creeper part, where the creeper's like the falling mechanic. So once you have your 4 sticky pistons, they should be powered up, and place 4 pieces, like 4 redstone blocks on top, and then grab some blocks, place them here like this, then place 4 more, or actually, sorry about that, just place the 4 sticky pistons on top of the redstone blocks like this, and go up, and make sure you do this at least 5 high. I would say you can make it as many layers as you want. Maximum is 10, or it might be even lower now because of the new update. But yeah, so this is what 1 2 3 4, so I'm gonna do one more higher. So yeah, this one is a lot easier than the other system, as you guys can tell. It's like just a lot more quicker. But I mean, other than that, that is 5 high because 5 little tower parts. And I mean, I guess let's get on to making the platforms. Alright, to make the platforms, you're going to have to make sure you get all these numbers right, because it's very important. So, thinking about the middle, that's 1 block, and then this is going to be 2, right? So, where your blocks are going to be is on the extended part of the piston, so place them like this, so that you have like the little measuring system. So each layer is going to be 2 high, and then even this layer right here, even though you guys can't see it, this is also a layer. You're going to need a roof for this one. So make sure they're two apart from each other, and then come over here, and from this block you're going to go out 7. So, or I mean 6. So that's 1 2 3 4 5 6. Then come on this side, that's 1 2 3 4 5 6. Then on this side, 1 2 3 4 5 6. Like this, and then one more side, 1 2 3 4 5 6. And I'm only going to show me building 1 layer because every layer is a copy of each other. It's exact copy. So once you do 6 on each side, you're going to start making these little diagonal parts that touch each other, like that. And then same thing on the other side, so like this. And then you're gonna have to fill this in completely, so just do this on every single side like this, where you start connecting the little diagonals. And then also just come over here and, like I said, fill it in. It's pretty simple. I mean, these layers are decently small, so yeah, I guess it's pretty simple. Just make them each like this and start connecting the diagonals. Alright, so you should have every single layer done, and this top, I'll show you guys how to do that later. But yeah, so here's all the layers, and remember, you guys should have an extra layer right here, so it should be something that looks like this, and it's not this big. I'll show you guys how to do that. But once you do every single layer, we're gonna have to start doing the middles. So for the middles, it's actually very simple. I did 2 of them just so that you guys can see what they look like up to down, kind of like this. And it's actually very simple. So all you're going to do is just come to one of the layers, and then first step is come to the middle. So start blocking these up like this so that it's completely, solid, so creepers don't spawn in that little corner. And then just place fences like this. Now you could actually place one fence like this, and that'll save you half the materials. But just for like when I place the trapdoors, I like to do it efficiently, like super fast for YouTube. So I'm gonna double it up like this, and I think it looks cooler. So, but remember, you can just do this if you want something like that. So what you're gonna have to do is do this, so it looks something like that, and then come over here and then place two more right here. So it's gonna be the same thing on every single side. So to here, to here, like that, and then come over here to here, to here, and then we're gonna actually have to do a little thing in the middle just to make it so that no spiders spawn in the middle. So I actually have the system activated. I should probably go turn it off, but I kind of just want to test it was working. So one more step is you're gonna come over here to this little corner, and you're gonna look one block right here. So if you look right here, you're just gonna place two more fences, and that'll stop spiders from spawning on every single place if you place them all correctly. So one here, one here, and then one here, and that's pretty much it for the fences. And then all you have to do now is actually just place trapdoors inside like this. So place trapdoors like this, there we go. And yeah, so just place trapdoors on every part that doesn't have a fence above it, or even if you have fences, you could skip those parts. So I mean, yeah, I guess just get every single layer done and make it look like this. Alright, so before you finish, so once you finish every layer and it looks something like this, so you should have all the layers done. I'm just not going to do these two layers because I don't need to, but once you do all of it, then you're going to come over here to like this little part right here, the little ledge, and you're going to break the two blocks right next to it and place trapdoors like this. This is going to prevent creepers from camping on the little corner, like this little ledge right here, so that they can't walk here and camp. So all you have to do is just place trapdoors like this, and make sure they're facing inwards, so like this, like over here, and do that for every single layer, so you guys can see I do that for the first two layers. So yeah, I don't think I'm gonna finish all the other layers just because I don't really need to, but I mean, other than that, then once you do that for all the layers, then you're pretty much done with the layer part, and all you have to do is the top. So the top is actually very simple. It's super simple. This is all you have to do. So I'm just gonna grab some blocks and I'll show you guys. So keep in mind, I actually recorded this before, and I ended up losing the voice in the recording. I had my mic muted, so I already did this, but it's pretty easy to explain, so I got kind of lucky. So I'm just gonna come under here, and I guess I'll just show you guys how it's done. Alright, so we're on to the top part, and it's actually very simple. So you guys probably have this part done right now, right? I mean, you guys should have this, where anything inside the snow is what you guys have done. So you guys should have just like this little platform, and the outside is actually very simple to do. So assuming this is the edge, which as you guys can tell it is, because if you look straight down, you see this little line goes up, so this is the end of the thing. You're just gonna cover 15 blocks from this point. So you go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. And then once you do that, you're gonna go to every single like edge, or you know what I mean, and count 15 on every single direction. And then all you have to do is just connect the diagonals like this. So you guys see how I connected it, and it just made a really big triangle, or a really big whatever it's called, diamond. And I mean, yeah, it's really that simple. There's nothing, hard about it. But the last thing you have to do is actually spawn proof this entire thing. So one way to do it is, I mean, placing carpet, placing stuff like that. But what you can actually do is just place torches. Because when you think about it, this is the light level 15, right? But since this is 15 long, it still can't reach that. So no matter what, you can just torch spam on top of yours, which is what I did earlier. That's why you guys saw so many torches. So you could just torch spam the whole thing like this, make it pretty simple. And you can, place them nicely if you want the top to look good. If you guys looked at my survival world, I actually made a creeper face. So that's what I did personally to make it spawn proof. But yeah, I made it out of carpet. Wait, no, I just made it out of blocks, but then I put like light sources in it. But yeah, I mean, it's something like that. It just, it works. It does the job. So yeah, other than that, I mean, I guess it's pretty simple. Just torch spam so no mobs spawn on top of here. And other than that, your whole thing is pretty much done. All you have to do now is just come over here and make this little AFK spot. Alright, so for the next step, we're going to actually have to make this AFK chamber, which is actually very simple to make. All you have to do is out of slabs, there's just something that's non-spawn, not like non-spawn proof, which I just would recommend slabs. Just make a line that's 20 blocks away from over here. So you can actually center it up. I didn't center it up. You can center it up over here. It's not that big of a deal. But just make it 20 blocks away. So this is like 20 blocks right here. And then you could make your little AFK spot right here. But I actually ended up moving mine up a little bit so you guys can see it's right here. And this will actually put you in distance so that all the creepers would spawn. As you guys can see, you just see the mob spawning. So like I said, because I didn't creeper these two parts, creepers can only spawn here, which which you could see, but then any other mob can spawn up here. So if you guys want to make an all-around mob farm, you can. But yeah, then just make this little thing, and then you can make it like a little bit higher so that you guys can see, because I just like to see. And then make it out of something non-spawn proof. So I just use glass so that, you know, I think that's pretty nice. And for the last step, all you have to do is just make the collection system, which is pretty easy. Just grab some water and fill in all these little side parts, which, you know, it's pretty simple, so that it'll push all the mobs. And then come over here, put 2 sources there, and then on the other side, 2 sources here. And look how satisfying this is. And just go all the way. But I actually want to show you guys something before I finish it. If you're playing on survival and you only have 2 water buckets, you could just make an infinite water source, or you could, you know, be smart and do something like this. But I mean, oh wait, actually I just realized it doesn't work. But once you fill in this actually becomes a source block. So you grab this, move it over here, then you can just keep repeating that pattern. But yeah, so just keep going all the way around, just like that, and that should finish your whole collection system. And all you have to do left is just put 2 stacks of whatever item you want in here. So I just put some redstone torches and some redstone in here. So there's a stack of redstone and a stack of redstone torches, and that'll, as you can see, shift it, and then that'll release the water just for enough time so that, you know, all the mobs get pushed off. But I mean, other than that, that is the whole creeper farm completely finished. So yeah. So I hope you losers enjoyed. If you losers did, like I said in the intro, make sure you join the Discord, please. That's just where, like, a lot of you guys have comments about needing help or something like that. I can help you on the Discord. Just, you can send me pictures. Even if you need me to join your world, I can join your world. It's not that big of a deal. Just join the Discord, text me, and I mean, yeah, I guess it's pretty simple. And there's a lot of smart people on my Discord, so if you ask a question, you'll definitely get an answer pretty quick. So, I mean, yeah. But other than that, if you losers really did enjoy, make sure you give me a good night. See you.